Yeah.
Yes, already.
Yeah.
Magda, say wait. Wait. Yeah, Magda, we await. Benvenuti a tutti, scusate, stavo rispondendo ad una ragazza che aveva problemi con il link per l'accesso. Benvenuti, vi chiedo cortesemente di scrivermi in chat se mi sentite, se avete problemi, se mi vedete bene, se l'audio ha qualche problema. Vedo che state scrivendo, attendo un attimo le vostre risposte. Perfetto, grazie Elene. Poi per chi è nuovo, vedo alcuni nomi già conosciuti. Per chi è nuovo, piccolo trucco, per non coprire le slide potete spostare il riquadro in cui mi visualizzate cliccando la piccola freccia all'interno, che appunto sposterà il riquadro a lato. Grazie Silvia. Perfetto, allora, aspettiamo ancora qualche istante, sperando che tutti si riescano a collegare. Spero che anche Anna, no, mi ha chiamato prima ma non la vedo in lista, avrà avuto qualche problema, speriamo si connetta. Ok, allora, intanto mi presento, di nuovo sono Elisa, lavoro per il Lab Studiare all'Estero e appunto oggi siamo qua con i nostri rappresentanti delle università. Passeremo la parola dopo una piccola introduzione di Elab a Kyle dalla Coventry University, poi parlerà Emma dalla City University of London e poi passeremo la parola a Salvatore dall'Anglia Ruskin University. Ok, allora, innanzitutto chi siamo? Elab nasce nel 2010 come fondazione Student for Student. Nel corso degli anni diventa un'agenzia che aiuta appunto più di 1000 studenti, solo l'anno scorso, a mandare la domanda di ammissione alle università sparse in tutto il mondo. Poi nel corso degli anni il primo ufficio è stato creato in Polonia. Nel corso degli anni apre anche altri uffici, appunto qui in Italia a Milano e uno in Inghilterra a Londra. Abbiamo oltre 100 università partner nelle quali mandiamo i nostri studenti, non solo in quelle partner ovviamente, mandiamo in qualsiasi università lo studente voglia, però ne abbiamo 100 università partner. Poi abbiamo 30 mentor con i quali appunto creiamo insieme l'application in modo che sia perfetta per appunto essere accettata dalle università in modo positivo. E abbiamo poi appunto 38 consulenti con cui facciamo invece una ricerca precedente appunto dell'università e del corso più adatto allo studente. Questi appunto sono i nostri uffici, come vi ho detto siamo in Polonia, in Italia qui a Milano, perché io sono a Milano, e poi uno a Londra in Inghilterra. Questi qua sono i nostri servizi, scusatemi, mi sta scrivendo. Prova ad usare un altro browser. È che spesso capita per gli iPhone che non gli apra il link su Safari, quindi devono usare o un altro browser oppure magari il computer. Riprendiamo i nostri servizi, noi aiutiamo appunto con la missione ai licei per all'estero, abbiamo scuole in Inghilterra e in America. Per chi invece preferisce fare solo un anno abbiamo anche la possibilità appunto di aiutare nella missione per l'anno o un semestre all'estero. Poi il motivo per cui siamo qua, aiutiamo anche con la missione alle università per corsi triennali oppure per master magistrali. Abbiamo anche dei corsi inglesi individuali Per chi è nelle vicinanze di Milano o Bergamo abbiamo la possibilità appunto di fare corsi one-to-one con insegnanti madrelingua. In questo momento l'abbiamo tramutati online, ma dovremmo poter riprendere le lezioni a breve, grazie a questa strana fase 2 che inizierà appunto dal 4 maggio. E poi abbiamo anche la possibilità di mandare gli studenti a vacanze studio. Per i più piccolini fino a 17 anni abbiamo vacanze studio con anche delle attività extra, mentre invece per chi preferisce fare un semplice corso di inglese abbiamo appunto la possibilità di destinazioni come Inghilterra, America, Stati Uniti o Canada, appunto dove poter fare dei semplici corsi di inglese, che siano per certificazioni o anche solo business English per chi magari già lavora. Una piccola introduzione del sistema educativo per chi... Ciao Veronica! Per chi non lo sapesse, in Inghilterra c'è la possibilità di iniziare l'università un anno prima per chi è ancora in quarta, può appunto accedere all'università saltando la quinta, facendo questo foundation year, ovvero un anno zero. È un anno propedeutico all'università, dove appunto le classi sono un po' più piccole, quindi per chi vuole iniziare l'università in un modo un po' più soft può appunto accedere a questo foundation e dopo il termine di questo anno può appunto accedere al primo anno universitario. Non è solo per chi è in quarta e vuole saltare la quinta, ma è anche per chi semplicemente appunto vuole avere questo anno preparatorio prima di iniziare l'università, perché comunque iniziare degli studi in una lingua non propria è comunque abbastanza complicato perché magari non è esperto al 100% nella lingua. Poi ovviamente ci sono le lauree di primo livello che possono durare 3 o 4 anni nel caso in cui sia compreso un internship, un placement year, quindi un anno in cui lo studente può lavorare all'estero, sempre appunto per rientrare negli studi accademici. Poi c'è il master che può durare da 1 a 2 anni in base al tipo di corso e al tipo di università che sceglie. Le deadline entro il quale fare domanda di ammissione differiscono in base all'università e al corso. Per corsi come medicina e veterinaria, per i quali servono fare dei test d'ingresso, la deadline ufficiale è il 15 ottobre dell'anno precedente, quindi per il 2020 a settembre bisognava fare domanda il 15 ottobre del 2019. Per tutti gli altri corsi la data ufficiale era il 15 gennaio, ma siamo qui appunto perché è ancora possibile iscriversi, dato che le università accettano ancora posti finché non li esauriscono, si può appunto continuare comunque a mandare le domande di ammissione. Mentre invece per i master solitamente non c'è un'effettiva deadline, ma semplicemente anche lì le università accettano finché hanno ancora posti in aula. Solo alcuni corsi mettono una data fissa perché magari appunto sono corsi molto popolari e quindi semplicemente mettono una data entro il quale bisogna mandare la domanda. Mi sono dimenticata di dire, scusatemi, che per tutte le domande vi chiedo di aspettare un attimino che finiamo tutte le varie presentazioni delle università in modo da non creare confusione. Quindi se volete scrivetele in chat senza problemi, in italiano e in inglese. Dopo ci sarà la mia collega Magda. Scusa Magda, sorry Magda, I forgot about you. Che appunto prenderà posto... No, figurati Veronica, hai fatto benissimo. Che prenderà appunto posto... Ecco Magda.
Hello, I will be answering your questions in the end together with our universities. So all your questions, please write it down during the speech, during the presentation, and we will answer all of them at the end.
Esattamente, come ha detto lei, fate le vostre domande e semplicemente risponderemo dopo. Ok, le deadline le ho finite, se non vi è chiaro scrivete comunque in chat. I requisiti per quanto riguarda le lauree triennali, i requisiti soliti per fare la domanda di ammissione sono il diploma, il certificato di lingua, solitamente il minimo è il 6.0 IELTS, una lettera motivazionale scritta da voi, una lettera di referenze scritta da un vostro professore. Poi per alcuni corsi solitamente può essere richiesto che voi presentiate un lavoro personale, però ad esempio per corsi artistici solitamente è richiesto, mentre invece per altri corsi, magari più scientifici, può essere richiesto che voi proveniate da un determinato liceo. Ad esempio, Biomedical Science richiede che in pagella abbiate come minimo 2/3 materie scientifiche e quindi solitamente lo studente deve provenire da un liceo scientifico. Per quanto riguarda invece i master, i requisiti differiscono perché ovviamente è richiesta la laurea, la certificazione un po' più alta, un 6.5 IELTS, sempre la solita lettera motivazionale, 2 lettere di referenze da 2 professori o da un datore di lavoro e da un professore, e poi è richiesto anche il transcript di tutti gli esami con le varie votazioni e il curriculum. I costi per gli studi. Per tutte le università in Inghilterra pubbliche il costo annuale è di 9.250 sterline. Questa è la cifra per tutte. Per quanto riguarda invece i master, differiscono da corso e da università, possono variare da 5.000 sterline ad un massimo di 31.000 sterline in base appunto al corso. Per chi non lo sapesse, in Inghilterra è possibile ottenere un finanziamento da parte del governo britannico, tutti gli studenti europei possono richiedere questo finanziamento. Per quanto riguarda le lauree triennali, il prestito per questa laurea si suddivide con il governo paga l'università per voi per tutti gli anni di studi. Voi iniziate a restituire una volta il prestito, una volta che iniziate a lavorare e a guadagnare più di 25.000 sterline all'anno se lavorate in Inghilterra. Se lavorate in Italia la cifra si riduce a 21.000 sterline. Per quanto riguarda invece il master, il prestito viene dato direttamente in mano allo studente, quindi nel caso in cui il master dovesse costare di meno, con la cifra restante potete fare quello che volete. Mentre invece se il master dovesse costare di più, ovviamente dovete aggiungere voi la parte mancante. Anche qui è sempre lo stesso principio, dovete raggiungere un salario minimo per poter iniziare a ripagare il prestito. Nel caso in cui non riusciate a ripagarlo entro 30 anni si estingue in automatico. Ora andrò un po' più veloce perché sono delle piccole slide semplicemente introduttive, di spiegazioni. Qua ad esempio il costo della vita differisce molto da voi, è soggettivo, e soprattutto dalla città in cui andrete a studiare. Può essere che dobbiate pagare un alloggio come minimo partire da 80 sterline alla settimana, città come Londra ovviamente sono molto più costose, il vitto lì è molto soggettivo, i trasporti in alcune città possono costare 60 sterline al mese, Londra ovviamente è molto più costosa purtroppo. Poi vi abbiamo inserito questa Totum Extra Card, che è una carta molto utile per gli studenti, poiché ci sono moltissime agevolazioni e sconti appunto destinate agli studenti. Il lavoro, molto spesso studenti chiedono: ma è possibile lavorare e studiare in contemporanea? Ovviamente sì, molto spesso è proprio l'università ad aiutare gli studenti a cercare lavoro, che possa essere dallo staff, da un barista al bar dell'università, oppure dagli addetti alla vendita di negozi, oppure a tutor per studenti magari un po' più piccoli per gli anni precedenti, oppure semplicemente addetti alla biblioteca o le internship, gli stage curriculari con le aziende convenzionate con l'università. Perché studiare all'estero? Beh, studiare all'estero dà tantissime opportunità, dal migliorare la lingua, avere un miglior biglietto da visita per entrare nel mondo del lavoro, avere un insegnamento più pratico. Tutti sappiamo che l'insegnamento qui in Italia è molto teorico, mentre invece in Inghilterra l'insegnamento è molto molto più pratico. Poi ovviamente sarete inseriti in una cultura nuova, quindi avrete la possibilità di sperimentare moltissime cose che prima magari non pensavate, non conoscevate. Diventerete più indipendenti perché comunque sarete in un posto nuovo, magari da soli, senza amici né familiari, e quindi appunto dovrete cercare di cavarvela da soli anche dal punto di vista economico. Poi ovviamente vi farete tantissimi nuovi amici. L'Inghilterra, le università sono famose per avere tantissimi studenti provenienti da tutto il mondo, quindi avrete tantissimi amici internazionali. La piccola parte di introduzione è finita qui, questi sono i nostri contatti, vi invito a seguirci sui social. Adesso io passo la parola a Kyle dalla Coventry University. Vi ricordo domande in italiano, inglese, come più preferite, semplicemente le risponderemo dopo. Aspettiamo Kyle. Kyle. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry.
So I'm Kyle from Coventry University. Firstly, I hope you and all of your families are well. I'm just going to be giving you a brief overview of Coventry University, the courses that we offer in relation to criminology, and our entry requirements to join the course. So for those of you who are not familiar with Coventry University, we are located in the West Midlands in England. So if I just, excuse me. There it is. So yeah, we are located in the West Midlands, so it's very easy and convenient to travel. So our closest airport is Birmingham Airport, which is around 20 minutes on the train from Coventry. We also have campuses. We have our main campus in Coventry, but we also have a campus in central London, and we have a campus in Scarborough as well. So we do have campuses throughout the UK, but our main campus is in Coventry. It's around an hour to London on the train. So again, very convenient for you to go to London for the day. Sometimes you will visit our London campus as part of your studies as well. So that's where we are. We have consistently been ranked for the past 5 years in the top 15 universities in the UK. So we are amongst kind of the top tier of universities. We are TEF Gold. Now what that means is Teaching Excellence Framework. So we have been ranked the Gold Award for the quality of our teaching. We actually came second in the whole of the UK for that award. It does incorporate the quality of teaching, which obviously is very important for students when they're looking to choose the university for them. Obviously, the quality of teaching is one of the most important things, especially if you're looking to travel to another country. You want to make sure that the quality of teaching that you're going to get is as good as it gets. And that kind of is at Coventry University. But it does also incorporate kind of student satisfaction and employability as well. So you can be reassured that if you choose Coventry University, the quality of teaching, the employability rate is as good as it gets. Obviously, there's a lot of things that incorporate the experience of a student. Your teaching, of course, is the main part of it. But there are other things such as society, sports teams, facilities, accommodation, all of those kind of things that incorporate the overall experience of a student. And I'm pleased to tell you that Coventry was actually ranked University of the Year for overall student experience. So the students that come to Coventry are happy. So you can be reassured that if you choose Coventry University, you are going to have a good experience as a student. Probably the most important thing, the reason you go to university is to get the basis to start your career. Coventry University, 97% of our students are either employed or in further education within 6 months of graduating with their bachelor's degree. The reason that is we have careers advice officers for each individual faculty, and they are there to help you into employment. So they will help you, you'll have one-to-one sessions with the members of the team. They'll help you with interview techniques. They will help you find jobs that are available in the field that you are looking to start your career. They'll also help you write your CV, so they'll help you apply for those jobs. And kind of all of the steps that you need to kind of be able to progress into the start of your career. Coventry is known as a student city, so it's a city centre campus. So all 4 of our main faculties, our accommodation and all the facilities of the university are in the city centre. We are a top 5 UK student city, so what that means is most importantly, it's relatively affordable to live in Coventry, so the cost of living, but also the possibilities of part-time jobs whilst you study. and just the general cost of living and being a student. We are ranked amongst the top 5 in the UK. For those students who would be interested in incorporating travelling or overseas experience as part of their studies, that is something that we are very big on at Coventry University. We were ranked number 1 for overseas student experience. Now, what that means for you is it could be a field trip as part of your studies. It could be, doing a summer school. It could be studying overseas at one of our partner universities for a semester or 2 semesters, or it could be a full placement year. Again, we will help you with any of the kind of options that you are interested in to kind of make travelling a part of your studies and your degree. And just as an example, kind of incorporating criminology, some of our criminology students actually went to New York in January 2020 as part of their studies, and they're actually able to kind of observe some of the initial stages of the infamous Harvey Weinstein case. So that's really exciting, and obviously they can kind of use that experience, that extracurricular activity to kind of put on their CVs when it comes to kind of applying for jobs, to make yourself stand out in comparison to other students with potentially the same degree as you. For any students that are interested in sports and societies, we do have over 55 sports teams at Coventry and over 160 different societies. So the societies range from anything from an Italian society to kind of reading, writing, music, and the sports teams are from anything from taekwondo up to football, rugby, American football and stuff like that. It's just a matter of going to see the student union when you're at university. Some of the sports teams, of course, you'll have to try out. But yeah, it's again a way to kind of make friends and meet people with similar interests to you when you join the university. Our accommodation, we have an abundance of accommodation that is available for students. There's 3 options. So there is self-catered with communal facilities, self-catered with ensuite facilities, and for those who can't cook like myself, you also have the catered option as well. So they range from around £102 to £135 a week, depending on which option you choose. But accommodation is guaranteed for first-year students. So when you have your offer from the university, it's a very easy process. You just apply for the accommodation online. When you arrive to the university, you go and pick your keys up. It's kind of as easy as that. And then just kind of finishing on Coventry University as a whole, we are a global university. We have over 34,000 students across all of our campuses. 11,000 of those are international from 130 different countries. So you will meet people and make friends with people from all over the world. Yes, we have a number of Italian students, which is great, but you will meet people from all over the world who effectively will become friends for life. So the campus itself is made up of 4 main faculties. So we have the Faculty of Engineering, Environment and Computing. We have the Faculty of Arts and Humanities, the Faculty of Business and Law, but more importantly, for anybody interested in criminology, we have the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences. So this is where you would study anything kind of criminology related. So the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences was opened by Prince William and Kate. It's one of our newest faculties that we have. And you will meet students studying all different subjects from biomedical science to nursing, paramedic science, physiotherapy. They will all kind of be in the same building as you. So there's a lot of modern facilities to use in there. Incorporate criminology, we actually have 2 kind of real life prison cells, which you will use as part of your studies. So there will be practical work involved with the criminology degrees as well. So with criminology, we have on the bachelor's options, we have 4 different options, for kind of 4 main options. So we have the criminology bachelor's degree, which kind of, you can see that the focus is at that one, which is kind of the criminal justice sector. We also have criminology and psychology. So this is more for students that don't necessarily want to become a chartered psychologist or criminologist. It kind of focuses on criminology, but also on the human mind as well, so the psychological side of criminology, so the darker side of the human mind, effectively. We also have sociology and criminology, and we have criminology and law. So there's 4 different options. 3 of them kind of incorporate in 2 different areas. So if you're not quite sure exactly what it is that you want to do with regards to criminology, but you know that that's the route that you want to take, potentially choosing a degree that incorporate different kind of areas of studies would be a good way to go, because effectively it won't restrict you as to where you can progress when it comes to choosing your career, or the master's degree that you potentially want to progress onto when you graduate with your bachelor's. Okay. Here we go. So entry requirements. So for our undergraduate degrees, we will need you to achieve 75 out of 100 on your high school diploma. So your Diasme de Stato will need you to achieve 75 or above. And you will need an English qualification as well. So at Coventry, we accept the IELTS with an average of 6 or above. And kind of taking into account current situations where potentially students aren't able to do the IELTS tests, we are now accepting the TOEFL at home qualification. We're accepting the Duolingo qualification, and we also do our own internal English test as well. So if you are struggling potentially to get your English qualification in the form of an IELTS, we do have other options for you to try and make that journey as easy as possible for you. They're kind of the 2 main things when it comes to the entry requirements, is your academic results and your English qualification. For the cost, I've kind of already touched on it, but it's £9,250 per year for a bachelor's degree. Scholarships, we have a number of them that are available. The best thing to do for scholarships would be to have a look on our website. Our scholarships are cash ships, so the money is paid directly into your bank account after your first semester. You don't need to apply for a scholarship. You can apply for a scholarship once you hold an offer from the university, and they are reviewed on an individual basis. So when you have a look on the website, you'll be able to see what scholarships are available, how you apply for them, and how they are assessed. Working while studying is relatively easy at Coventry. So like I said, we are a city centre campus, which means there's kind of an abundance of facilities around us that a lot of our students do work at. So restaurants, bars and offices and stuff like that. We have a careers advice office, which is based in the student hub. So their job is to effectively help our students find part-time jobs whilst they study, to help you fund your accommodation and general cost of living. And there is a lot of jobs that are available for students in Coventry, all very close proximity of the campus itself as well. And then we have the foundation and master's options. So the foundation that we have for our criminology courses is the Applied Biosciences Foundation. Now, there's a number of benefits for doing a foundation course. The first one is if you don't quite achieve the academic grades that you were expecting or you wanted to progress straight into a bachelor's, the foundation is a good option because the entry requirements are slightly lower, and it will give you the basics that you need to be able to progress into the first year of your bachelor's degree. But they're also very good in a way that if you're not quite sure exactly what it is that you want to do, but you know you want it to be in kind of the sciences side of things, the foundation in Applied Biosciences will give you kind of a broad spectrum of a number of different modules. So we find students that potentially thought they wanted to do criminology, potentially progressing into biomedical science or adult nursing and stuff like that. So it is a very good option if potentially you don't know exactly what it is that you want to do at this stage, because it will give you that kind of broad spectrum of knowledge that you'll need. Entry requirements for the foundation course will need you to achieve a minimum of 60 on your high school diploma, and you will also need the English qualification as well, which will be the same as our bachelor's degree, as I mentioned just before. And then we kind of have 2 options when it comes to the master's degrees. So we have the master's in applied psychology and the master's in forensic psychology. So Entry requirements for our master's degrees is we'll need you to achieve 90 out of 110 on your bachelor's degree to be able to progress into a master's at Coventry, and we'll need you to have an English qualification again for that as well, which the entry requirements on the English is slightly higher than that of the bachelor's degree, but again, all that information is available on our website for you to be able to read through. And that's it from me. So you graduate, sounds easy, but after 3 years of your bachelor's, you'll go on to graduate at Coventry. And I'll hand back to Elisa, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions at the end when everybody else is finished. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kyle. Benissimo, adesso passiamo la parola a Emma da City University of London. Here you are. Hi Emma, start whenever you want, okay? Your audio, Emma, sorry.
I always do that. I'm so sorry. I see the little wheels turning and I just assume it's both of them. Sorry about that. Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Emma from City University of London. In the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to go through with you about City, if you're not sure about us. I'm also going to talk about our accommodation options, our courses in criminology, and more information about the requirements and scholarships, as Kyle has already done as well. So to start off, where we are, as our name suggests, we are in the City of London, Zone 1. So our nearest tube stations are Angel, Farringdon, Barbican. So we're right in the city centre. And as you can see on the campus kind of area map here, our accommodation, which is the black dots, which you can see, are all 5 to 10 minutes walk away from the main campus. And around campus, as you can see, lots of different things to do. You're never going to get bored. London has been voted the #1 student city in the world by QS for the last 2 years. And so as a student studying in London, you do have so much opportunity and really everything on your doorstep. So City is ideally located for everything students would need. And as you zoom into our campus map, what I do like about City is, although we are in London in the city centre, you still get a campus environment and a campus feel. So as you can see on the map in front of you, all the buildings, the A, E, B, C, are actually all interconnected, which is actually really nice because you're moving from one building to the next. You feel like a community, even though you're in the city centre. Also, other things to point out here is in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see our City Sports Centre, and we actually have the largest student sports centre in central London. So that's really exciting. So if you're interested in sports, we definitely have facilities for students. Okay, and just to kind of generally talk to you about the university, if you're not too familiar with City, we actually celebrated 125 years last year, and we are currently 3rd in London for student satisfaction, which is really important to us. We're also part of the University of London, which means we're part of a collegiate group of other UK universities, some of which you'll know really well, such as King's, LSE, Queen Mary. And what that means is that students from all those different institutions can actually share resources, facilities. So you're part of a wider network of students. You're not just a City student, you're also a University of London student. So it's that added extra, I think, which makes it really special. As you can see from the statistic here, we're also very international, and you'll find that with lots of UK universities, we have a very international student body, really welcoming to international students. At City, about 50% of our student body comes from outside of the UK, which means that we are really well geared up for students. We have lots of Italian students there, our 3rd biggest nationality on campus, actually. So, you know, we are really welcoming and really geared up for international students. Another statistic I'll kind of throw at you there at the bottom, you can see our graduate starting salaries. This is something we're really, really proud of. And in some of the slides that I'll talk you through today, you will see exactly why that is. We have a really great careers team, placement opportunities, career services dedicated to helping students, not just whilst they're studying in terms of placements, internships, but also after you graduate. The career service is there for you up to 5 years after you've actually graduated. We have about 20,000 students from 160 different nationalities. And just another statistic, Greenwich University in London at the bottom there. So that's just a little bit about the university itself. I'm going to talk to you now about the accommodation options to begin with. As you saw from the second slide, where you saw the map and the accommodation, that is actually guaranteed for the first year for our undergraduate students. For our master's students, it's not guaranteed. It's a kind of first come, first serve, but we always try and accommodate all our international students in our accommodation. It starts at £150 per week, which is very reasonable for Zone 1 in central London. If you've ever stayed in London, you know it is a bit more pricey than, say, other parts of the UK, but the university has heavily subsidised it so students can live close to campus. Okay, and just to introduce you to our courses and what we offer in criminology. So for undergraduate courses, for our bachelor's courses, we offer criminology and psychology, which is actually based within our psychology department, and then our criminology and sociology. So for criminology and sociology, that sits within our sociology department, and those are the ones that I'm going to talk about in more detail today. One of the other things I'll point out is that City, as you can see, is one of only 15 Q-STEP centres nationwide. And a Q-STEP centre is it's really designed to help provide the next generation of social scientists with the evaluation and analytical skills that are required to examine data. So it's an extra initiative that that City offers to its criminology students, and obviously gives you lots of transferable skills. Using and analysing data is really, really important. And in the next few slides, I'll also talk about that in some detail. For postgraduate, we have one master's course, which is our Criminology and Criminal Justice Master's Programme. Okay, sorry, just go to the next page. Sorry, yeah. So why should you choose City? So our research is really led from academics with international experience and experts in their field. And I really encourage you to look on our course pages, and there's lots of profiles on there of our academics and what they're actively researching at the moment and the different areas. We have also designed the degree programme to incorporate the fact that we are global. Our student body is from all over the world. So you'll really find there is a global approach to how we teach our students and also what is delivered. So it is definitely a global orientated approach. Very diverse opportunities when it comes to postgraduate, and that's also because of the initiative that we have with the Q-STEP Centre, which is really important. And as I mentioned, being in London, you have everything on your doorstep, and you know that is an advantage for students being in London, I feel, especially if you're thinking about going into any of the areas you can see there, such as, you know, the NGOs, government departments. You're right in the mix there. Another reason students decide to come to us to study our criminology programme is the way that we structure the degree and also the way we teach the students. So there is quite a lot of feedback given to students. There's lots of contact time. There's also lots of opportunity to speak to your personal tutor, which you'll have from your course. And another thing that we do at City, and lots of the universities do this as well, but we definitely make sure that each of the courses have a student representative, so that if you have any issues or anything arises and you need more clarification, or if you'd like anything to change within the degree programme, then there is a student representative there that is going to help you and kind of be there to advocate for you as well. We also offer study abroad opportunities for our criminology students for undergraduate only. So for undergraduate students, between your second and third year, you will have the opportunity to do either a semester, or you can do a whole year study abroad opportunity. So across all of North America, I know that we have in Australia, all over Europe. So that is actually an advantage and something that we will really encourage students to think about when they study with us, mainly because we find that students, when it comes to finding a job or placements after they've graduated, it is looked on really highly by employers. So it's something that we really would encourage students to do. And there's lots of initiatives that we give to our students to make sure that they are given that opportunity. So we reduce the tuition fees, we give special bursaries for you to do that. And I would encourage you to really think about that. You don't have to decide this straight away. You can decide this in your second year. So you have plenty of time to find out all the information that you would need. I also touched upon our really good employability ranking within the UK, and that really is down to our amazing career service based on campus. Every semester they will be sending you, every semester they'll be sending you a questionnaire asking you if you would like to do work placements, what kind of work placements, what kind of internships, is there any mentoring schemes that we can help you with? So there will be a big push from the university. You might get sick of some of the emails they send you, but they really are there to try and engage with you to make sure that you are aware that there is lots of opportunities that we can give students as they're studying. So as you can see, we have micro placements, which means that in the summer months, you could be part of a placement opportunity. You can do a full year, which would extend your degree by an extra year, but really, really beneficial. And as you can see, at the moment, 80% of our graduates within criminology are in work or further study within 6 months of graduating the course. And just an idea here, kind of a broad list, as you can see, of the different areas where our students go, because this is a question I always get asked: what can I do with a criminology degree? And as you can see, there's a wide range of different career paths that students tend to go for after they graduate with us. Obviously, the most obvious being going into policing, criminal justice, but you can also see we have students who've gone into journalism, marketing, business. And I think the added extra of having the Q-step, the quantitative methods within the degree, really allows students to go into a broad range of different careers. So what does it look like for the bachelor's degree, so the 3-year undergraduate degree programs? It is, yes, 3 years. It is 4 years, as I've mentioned, if you decide to do a study abroad or a work placement year. And as you can see year on year, what you'll kind of be learning in different stages. Your first year is more of a foundation of knowledge. You kind of get to develop that knowledge base. And as you progress through your second and third year, you really will hone in on those particular interests that you have, but also extend your kind of your knowledge in beyond the course as well. In the next few slides, I'm going to show you the actual structure. So I'll quickly flip through these, but you can kind of get an idea of what is included on the subjects. Your first year in our criminology degree, it's the same for all our sociology degrees within criminology, which means that in your second year, you have the choice to switch. So if you started on the criminology degree and you want to switch to the criminology and sociology degree, you can do that after your first year. So that's an added kind of bonus, really, if you haven't really decided which one you want to do. And then as you go into your second year, you can see that you do have a mixture of core subjects, which are subjects you have to take, and your elective subjects, which are subjects that you can choose between, so that you don't have to take all of them. And as you can see, there's some differences that start to develop here. And then your third year, some very similar, but a lot of different elective modules. And what I like about our criminology degree is there's such a broad range of elective modules to choose from, and interdisciplinary. So, not just within our criminology department, but from our journalism department. You can see there from our business department as well. So it's a really big mix, and students really enjoy the option to do things outside of their kind of area of degree as well. And just to bring you back to our Q-Step Centre, which we have, because I think it is really important, and one other added thing that you can actually do as part of having this opportunity is have on your degree certificate that you have chosen to also specialise in the Q-Step quantitative methods pathway. So you can see at the very bottom, you would potentially graduate with a criminology with quantitative methods. If you decide to do this pathway, it is obviously some extra work that you'll have to do, but it's definitely something that we try to encourage students to think about, mainly because of the job opportunities that students do get with this degree afterwards. And we really do have a shortage of graduates with the ability to analyse data and design and commission research, and these skills are really in high demand. So I really encourage you to maybe think about doing our kind of pathway with quantitative methods. Very quickly, I'm not sure how many of you are interested in our master's course. Obviously, we only have the one master's course which we offer in criminology. And with our master's course, it's a one-year programme, and it starts every September. And you can see here are the modules below which you would choose. You can see some of the core and some of the elective modules that you can choose from as well. So yeah, it's a one-year programme. In terms of, I will talk about the entry requirements, but you don't need any prior, any prerequisite in any sort of degree programme in order to do this. Obviously, your personal statement needs to really show us why you've chosen to do this criminology degree and what you hope to achieve by doing this. But it is great for students who are looking to broaden their perspective in this area, even if they haven't got a background of knowledge of having it in a bachelor's programme. And for the MSc, where our students go and the different areas, you can see very similar, obviously, to our bachelor students in a wide range of different areas. These are just a few, just to give you an idea of where you could use that master's programme. Requirements. So for our criminology degree, we would want you to have an 80% overall in your diploma. However, we are being very flexible, especially now. We understand it's a really stressful time. That's you're not in school at the moment. So we are being as flexible as we can. So please contact ELAB. And if you are interested in any of the criminology courses, the bachelor courses or the master's course, please contact ELAB and they'll be able to advise you, and hopefully we'll be able to accept an application from you. For our master's course, in your diploma, we'll be looking for a 94 out of 110 for that. So I've put here IELTS 6.5, and that is both for the undergraduate and the postgraduate. However, we are also accepting the new at-home TOEFL. So if you are considering coming this year, for example, then we are still accepting that. We're also accepting a wide range of other qualifications. So if you are interested in joining with us, please let me know, and we can I can advise you on what other tests we might be able to accept during this time. If you don't match those specific requirements, we do have partnerships with an institution called Into and Kaplan. So if you don't match those requirements, please again get in contact with ELAB, and we were able to tell you the requirements for our foundation year programs. Aside from the academic achievement, which you can see in this slide, is the number one thing that we would be looking for, obviously, for your application to progress to the next stage. But as part of your application, you will have to either write a personal statement for the UCAS or a written essay for your master's course. And just to give you a few kind of tips on what we're looking for, really. Obviously, with criminology, it's maybe not something you've never studied before. So we really want to know that you have an understanding of what the degree is and what you would be learning. We'd also want you to maybe pick out particular things that you might want to learn that you're interested in. Have you got a particular career aspiration that might help you? And one of the biggest tips I will give you when you're writing your personal statement for a UK university, it isn't necessarily what you have done, but what you have learned from it. So listing maybe your achievements, your interests really doesn't matter unless you can back it up with evidence, with the reasons why you've decided to maybe study the subject or why you are going to be a good candidate for the course. So that would be my biggest tip and what universities will be looking for. Okay, and the costs. The costs for a bachelor course at the moment for EU students, if you're starting this year, would be £9,250 per year. For the master's course, it is £10,200. And scholarships, we offer a range of scholarships for undergraduate students. You can see here the 3 scholarships that we award. If you are eligible for any of these scholarships, you would be contacted once you have submitted your application and been given an offer and accepted that offer. However, if you have any questions about any of the scholarships, please do contact either myself, ELAB, or the admissions team if you do decide to apply to us. In terms of how you get those scholarships, 2 of them are academic. So the Lord Mayor of London Scholarship and the President Scholarship are both based on your academic achievements. And the Global Leaders Scholarship is based on an essay that you will need to write about why studying at City is going to make you a global leader. And finally, just before I hand over, if you are interested in any of the courses that I've talked about or finding a bit more about City, we're also running our own online events as well. So please take a note of that link, or you can email me after the session today. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Emma. Grazie mille. Adesso passiamo la parola a Salvatore. Salvatore, you're already there?
Buonasera. So you see, sono Salvatore. I'm Salvatore from Anglia Ruskin. So thank you all for joining today's webinar. Thank you to ELAB for organizing it. So like the other colleagues did, I'm just going to do a brief presentation of Anglia Ruskin University, and I give you a bit more information, specific information about the subjects related to criminology that we offer. So yeah, Anglia Ruskin University is one of the modern universities in the UK, the post-92 as we call them. We are one of the largest in the UK with around 40,000 students globally around the world. We have about 20,000 students based in the UK, in our campuses in the UK, and the rest a bit around the world. As the other universities, we are quite international. We have students from over 180 different nationalities studying with us, full-time, part-time, and globally. We have been constantly appearing on the Times Higher Education World Rankings in the top 350 in the world. It's a ranking that it takes in consideration how international the university is, teaching, and global impact. Where we are, so we have 2 main campuses in the UK. Probably the most famous one, well, the campus that is in a more famous city is the one in Cambridge, the city of Cambridge, which I have a bit more details, a slide with more details to follow, and a campus in a city called Chelmsford. As you can see there on the map, they are in the, I would say, in the east of England, southeast of England, close to London. As you can see there, both of our campuses are less than an hour from London. Chelmsford is closer. Close to international airports. I think Stansted is the most popular for travelers from Italy. They have companies like Ryanair that fly to many Italian cities, but also we're not far from Heathrow Airport. About the cities where we are, so Cambridge, I don't think I need to talk a lot, is a very known city for its academic excellence, for its history. It's one of the most academic cities in the UK. There are 2 universities based there, obviously Anglia Ruskin and Cambridge University, and therefore is a very young city and very diverse. You can see there, according to a recent report from Cambridge City Council. There are about around 35,000 students studying and living in the city of Cambridge. Population of Cambridge is about 120,000, so it's a big percentage of the city are students. And therefore, the city does attract a lot of businesses. It does attract a lot of professionals as well. With regards to our campus, it's quite centrally located. I would say it's about 10 minutes walk to the main city center in Cambridge. It's close to big shopping center, close to shops, to a very international street. And it does has all the facilities that you will need as a student, from different labs to restaurants, gym, obviously the library open 24/7, an employment office to help you to find a part-time job. We have a theater campus, we have a art gallery on campus, and of course a medical center. As for Chelmsford, probably is the less known city. Not many of you must have heard about Chelmsford. It is on the south, about half an hour, as you saw, from London. It was one of the first Roman settlements in Britain. At the time, used to be called Caesaromagus, which I believe it means market of Caesar's market. It's also the birthplace of radio, they say. Guglielmo Marconi, first time that he used the radio, the waves to use the radio, it was in the city of Chelmsford, not far from our university, actually, from our campus. One of our buildings there, it takes the name from Marconi, as it was opened by his granddaughter. It is a modern city, again, quite young city because of the university being there. There are about 8,000-9,000 students living there, and obviously a very, very safe city. The campus, I would say, is larger, bigger than the one in Cambridge. It's by the river, the Chelmer River in Chelmsford. It is, again, close to city center, about 10 minutes walk to the city center, about 15 minutes walk to the train station. And again, it's a self-contained campus where there is accommodation on campus. We will see more information about accommodation towards the end of the presentation. But again, we have lots of labs and restaurants, gym, indoor basketball court, and so on. About the faculties, what other courses except criminology you can study at Anglia Ruskin, in case you are interested. So we have the Faculty of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. And you can see there includes courses in design, in art, in music, in sociology, philosophy, history, and English. We have the Faculty of Business and Law, so anything that has to do with finance, marketing, business, human resources, and law. The Faculty of Science and Engineering, one of our largest faculties, and you can do there, from computing, artificial intelligence, engineering, gaming, life sciences like animal behavior, biomedical science, architecture, and psychology. And we have the Faculty of Health, Medicine, Education, and Social Care. It says the name. It says, you can study medicine with us. You can study public health, nursing, and midwifery. With regards, to criminology, we have a variety of courses related to criminology. Some of them are a bit more field-based. Some of them they are a bit more lab-based. So we have the BA honors in criminology. Also, we have criminology combined with psychology, like other universities, but also combined with sociology. We have criminology and policing. We have crime and investigative studies, which is a course that does combine criminology, like working in the field, with working in the labs as a forensic scientist. Okay, and that's quite popular course lately with Italian students. We have policing and criminal justice. And we have the forensic science course, which is with the Department of Science and Engineering rather than criminology. And that's basically working in the lab, analyzing DNA, trying to find evidence and so on. That's a mistake there. It should say criminology postgraduate, so apologies for that. So we do have 2 courses for criminology at postgraduate level, at master's level. So we have a general MA criminology and the MA contemporary policing. And both courses, they are 1 year long. Some facts about criminology at Anglia Ruskin. We were ranked 8th in the UK, according to the Guardian League table in 2018. And that's because it was considered a very practical course with a good teaching standard, a lot of case studies. We do offer the option to study abroad in North America, in the United States or in Europe. We do have the option to do field trips as part of the curriculum. You will be able to visit, for example, some courtrooms in the UK, but also there's a big trip to Auschwitz that the whole criminology class can participate. We do have really good links with the National Crime Agency and the police in the UK. We do actually have our own policing institute for the Eastern region, which is basically an institute that does a research on how to improve policing in East Anglia, in the wider eastern area of the UK. And it's a course that there's a lot of interaction between students. And we do have the end of year criminology conference where you as a student present your papers, present your research, present all your findings throughout the year. So it's a chance to exchange ideas with other students, but also to exchange ideas with professionals from the criminology area. Some more facts there. So as you saw, you can combine criminology with other psychology. So it's similar to what other colleagues said, about profiling the psychology of a criminal and sociology. You do get the chance to do a foundation year. So I've seen already a couple of questions, somebody asking if they can do a foundation. Yes, that's possible. Of doing a foundation, and there are different options, possibly even after the 4th year, you can join a foundation course. Some of the courses, specifically the forensic science course, is accredited from the Chartered Society of Forensic Science, which basically is a professional body in the UK that look after forensic science, making sure that university teaches industry standard modules. There is a possibility for work placement. Some courses, for example, the psychology